definitely believe that's what it is, climate change for sure.
Now it seems like we're starting to get the hurricanes more as they come up the coast. They seem to be coming right towards us now.
The weather's been changing, like especially the winters and the summers. Like we had a real hot summer, and then all of a sudden we had these few days of rain, and just made things just a mess, I guess.
It's obvious that when you have that much rain and it's been, 100 years unrecorded, so there's something not quite right going on.
Apparently 2 dikes broke, and with all the rain, and we're in the flat, the rain runs down off the hill, and so yeah, we just happened to be in the wrong place, the wrong time kind of thing.
I've been here for 30 odd years training horses, and this is about the 4th or 5th time we had flooded, but this is one of the worst ones. But we used to get a heavy rains now and then, like half hour at a time. Now we're getting hours of heavy rain. Once the tide came in, there was no place for the water to go but the low spots, and we're the lowest spot. I came in here about 5 o'clock Monday morning, and by 8 o'clock the barns were getting full up. We started moving horses a little before 8. The water was about 3 feet in the barns here. Everything was floating by me.
Me and my husband and our kids, we moved here just 3 weeks ago now, I'd say. We knew that we were in a flat land, but we had no idea, roughly how high the water came. You don't really think about it. The water didn't really start to bother me until I seen swells like 7 and 8 feet. And even 10 feet at some times. And that was scary. I went and got our girls from school. I was a little nervous. I didn't know if they were going to close the schools. And, we were trapped between the train tracks and the bridge here. So basically this area, you couldn't get your vehicles in and out there. At one point, they had it all blocked off.
I work at Discount Car and Truck Rental. I was about 8 inches above my knee there in water trying to get the vehicles out of here up on higher ground there, right? So it was a good thing we got them moved when we got them moved.
5 feet or below is soaked and ruined.
Down here, this is the worst I've ever seen anyhow.
Computers, electronics, wiring, books, catalogs, this type of stuff, parts, accessories, clothing, motorcycles, snowmobiles, all of that stuff. There's a lot of damage here.
Been a pretty crazy couple days here in Truro, I'll tell you that.
This is the basement of the business of the H&N variety. The level of the water, it went to about 6.5 feet in the basement, on the whole length of the basement. And it was really shocking. But I have about $60,000 in this basement. They're going to the garbage. My old tank, it was half full from the water was in the basement. It was lifted in the air, the oil tank. That is where they use their hose to fill up the tank. They were flipped right here. So it means the gas tank was lifted. Yeah, that's bad. My washer and dryer on the other side, they were underwater. The water was right here. 8 steps. And we have lots of memories there, like a picture for our children, and we had some albums. I called my insurance broker. He was here. He took some photos from what happened. And really, he was shocked when he came down here. He said he never seen like this in his life. We live upstairs. And the smell here, in the evening we cannot sleep here. We're going to friends. It is not a flood, it is a disaster actually.
It's a rental business, so this is my dryer, my clothes dryer. And so I was coming to work on Monday morning and got just as far as the bridge, and cops wouldn't let you go any further. When I called the landlord here, and he was in and had moved a bunch of stuff.
I think it was roughly around 9:15. We were out of the building and we put all the computers up. And then the water just came in. It was all in a matter of about a half an hour. And there we are leaving the building. It was pretty hard to walk out. You had to be careful. You could have knocked you over if you weren't paying attention.
And just up the street a ways, a part of the dike broke apart. And so the river split in two, and that's what came in here.
Yeah, I think about moving, but now that you're kind of stuck in the place, to be able to just pick up, somebody's going to buy it. No one's going to buy it, and you're kind of stuck with the risk. And you stay here, so.
My son's getting married in 3 weeks, and I was thinking, I hope the linens that are for his wedding are out of the way. That's really what I was thinking.
Well, speaking of moving, here's a real estate guy. Maybe somebody wants to buy my building.
I think every one of these things that keep happening here is a learning experience for Truro. They keep trying to build up different things there, so I would say that they're probably going to be on top of this again as best as they can.
They had dikes built and it broke the other day, so.
Why can't we build a dam or a dike to stop this from happening? It's not fair, it's not right.
The trouble is building dikes, once the water comes in, it takes for long to go out.
They should just leave it. don't try and build the dikes back up. You know, because obviously you're not going to stop that river from breaking through.
And it costs quite a bit to build the dikes.
I rent. So, you know, if I had to move, you know, I would have to move. You know, you do what you got to do with your families.
Hopefully that is not going to happen again. Otherwise, I don't know people how they're going to be living in this town anymore.